Hobbies, God, I mean, how long have we got?
Try and make it snappy.
I'll make it as snappy as possible. I like reading when I get occasions to. I like doing competitions and quizzes, puzzles. When I get a chance to, I mean, I haven't read anything for quite some time, but I do like things like, what's the name, one of the bestsellers, Daniel Steele. It's quite a big room, but for what I've got in it, it's a lot. I mean, this is a double room, it's for 2 people, and there's no way that 2 people could live in this. It's impossible. There'd be nowhere. I mean, there's full of suits in there. I can't even show you. There's 24 suits in there. I counted up my shirts the other day, and I've got 160 shirts. I've got shoes that you can't see. I've got, I mean, men usually have, what, 1-2 pairs of underpants? I've got 75 pairs of pants. I've got 85 pairs of socks. I mean, I can go on. Whatever job that I did to the best of my ability. And even when I was promoted outside to hall porter at the Atlantic, I was so fast at washing dishes, 140 dishes I could wash in a minute, literally. And they had 5 people stacking them because they just couldn't cope with it. That I was called back into the kitchen at Christmas time to cope because nobody could do it. I've got an IQ of 122. Haven't made Mensa, unfortunately. You've got to have, it's 140 to 148, I believe. But bearing in mind that I haven't done it recently, I mean, I'm just trying to get myself back together again. I do take part in lots of competitions, and I do win. So the knowledge is there. I took part in a competition also, which was multiple answers. You had to get 50 questions right. And if you got 50 right, you won £50,000. I got 49 right, and I got sent a beautiful solid gold pen, and as a letter saying that you literally nobody had ever got that close, and to try again. And I was on the phone for it, and it was multiple answers to these questions, and you didn't have time to think or look up anything. It was, that's it. But as we look around the decor here, this is really something else. I mean, this place. The actual decor of this place is absolutely magnificent. In fact, there's no relation, but he does look a bit like me. He's got my eyes anyway, and he's also got a lack of hair up there, as you can see. There is a sort of similarity. Well, but it's definitely not me. It's definitely not, even though we put moustache on that, and the eyes are similar. I left school at 15 and 3 months. I had no qualifications whatsoever. Now, I mean, I've got an IQ of 122. I mean, I speak 6 languages now. I've done it all myself. I speak fluent Portuguese, read and write, and I've learnt 5 other languages from that. And literally, all this has made me into the person that I am today. So, what do you want me to say? I mean...
I'm Stevie Ocean. I used to be a murderer.
El nome é Stevie Ocean. É o profissional actor para BBC Bergerac, muitos anos antes, agora é terminada. Isto place Victoria College, escola para grandes pessoas para Jersey. Isto muito, muito boa.
That was great. Bravo! And what are the other 5, is it other 5?
Yeah, but they're not fluent as such. I mean, I can say Italian, Spanish, German, and also, excuse me just a moment, Spanish, German, French. Oh man, I've got to get this right now because I haven't done it for sure. They're all written down on the resume. In the Russian, you want to be like something like Gospodanya.
What's that? Say my name is Stevie Ocean in the languages that you know.
Not in Russian, I can't. No, in French, mes amis, le nom or le Stevie Ocean, no, that's it. That's it. See, I haven't used the languages for a long time. I mean, I can say different things in these different languages, but I'm not fluent. I mean, I watch a lot of German satellite TV and I understand it all, but to actually have a full conversation is impossible. I did tell you that you would have no problem. I wouldn't need a script. Not necessary. Even though I've never performed in the West End, everybody in the West End knows me or knows of me, and has done for quite a few years. The trouble with show business is that your yesterday's news, if something like that happens, you're finished. The majority of people in show business use Jersey as a stepping stone. Even the Beatles used to work, and Mick Jagger, the Rolling Stones have all been here. Everybody in show business has been over here at a certain time. People that are now famous, like Bradley Walsh, he worked over here. Everybody thought he was rubbish. Some people have had to make their mark outside the UK before they've been recognised. The Beatles did it. They had to go to Hamburg and work their guts out. People like Mickey Zaney, who you may have heard of, may not have heard of, and he always used to say that he was nobody in the UK, but when he comes to Jersey, he was someone. Every artist travels. Every artist travels, and you could say every artist travels for probably 6 to 8 months of the year. And they get a sort of respite of about 3 or 4 months when they've got time to come back home and take heed of things and sort of relax and get back into normal way of life, and then following that, then back out again. But as far as actually living in Jersey, believe it or not, it's not as far out the way as you might think it is, because I know what's going on in the West End of London. I get the stage every week. I know what's happening. I mean, I learned the business by watching people who've been in the business a lot longer than me, watching TV. I used to crucify numbers for the sheer hell of it, and used to love doing it. And it takes a lot of technique to learn how to do this sort of thing. Well, you're only going to get chopsticks out of me because I can't do that. I like chopsticks, is good. Hang on, I'm just there. Was able to do with my voice what Les Dawson was able to do with the piano, and it used to raise thousands of pounds for underprivileged and handicapped children, and it was all in good fun. Unfortunately, this thing stuck to me like glue. Didn't do me any favours. I was doing it for the sheer fun of it, and it was a way of relaxing before doing a real main gig, and it was something that I enjoyed doing immensely, and people really and truly thought that I couldn't sing. This was the attitude. I even used to joke about it, and we used to do this. There used to be a Stevie Ocean survival kit, which was one of my autographed photographs and 2 pieces of cotton wool. None of the people at the Jersey Artist Monday Club knew that I could sing. None of them. I kept it a closely guarded secret. Back in '87, in front of 1,000 people, I got up and performed. Nobody in that room had heard me perform. Seriously, only joking. And when I got out there and I went and I sang, I've got, what was it? With a little help from my friends, it brought the house down. I mean, there was people, there artists who sort of, we mess around, because you're allowed to mess around as well. Their jaws hit the table. They just didn't know what to say. And I literally had 1,000 people on their feet.